It was supposed to be just another normal night in Boston, the kind of night where nothing unusual ever really happens, where the streets feel safe and people go about their lives without a second thought. But behind the glow of laptop screens and quiet apartments, something much darker was unfolding, something no one could have imagined. A story that would later be known as the case of Philip Markoff, a man who, on the surface, seemed like he had the perfect life, a young medical student, intelligent, successful, engaged to be married, someone who was literally training to save lives. But beneath that calm and respectable exterior, there was something deeply disturbing hiding in the shadows, something that would soon turn him into one of the most chilling figures connected to Craigslist, an ordinary website where people posted ads for jobs, apartments, and sometimes personal services. And that's exactly where it began, where he would scroll through listings late at night, searching, selecting, planning, his targets unaware that a predator was watching them through nothing more than a simple online post. And then came the night of April 14, 2009, when a woman named Jalissa Brisman, who had posted an ad on Craigslist offering massage services, agreed to meet a client at a hotel, a decision that seemed routine at the time. Just another appointment, just another customer. But what she didn't know was that the man walking toward her room wasn't there for any service. He was there with something much darker in mind. Surveillance cameras would later capture him entering the hotel, calm, composed, carrying himself like any other guest. No signs of panic, no hesitation, just quiet intention. And minutes later, everything changed. Inside that room, a struggle took place. Violent, sudden, and irreversible. Jalissa was attacked and shot, and the man who had entered so casually walked out just as calmly, disappearing back into the night as if nothing had happened, leaving behind confusion, fear, and a crime scene that would shock investigators. But what made this case even more terrifying was that this wasn't an isolated incident. Just days before, another woman had reported being robbed at gunpoint after responding to a Craigslist ad, describing a man who matched the same calm and controlled demeanor, methodical, precise, almost rehearsed, as if he had done this before or had been preparing for it. And as police began connecting the dots, a pattern started to emerge. Online ads, hotel meetings, a suspect who blended perfectly into society, someone who didn't fit the image of a typical criminal, which made him even more dangerous because no one would ever suspect him. Not his classmates, not his professors, not even his fiancée, who believed she was about to marry a kind and caring doctor, while in reality he was living a double life, one that existed in the dark corners of the internet and the hidden rooms of the city. And as investigators dug deeper, they traced digital footprints, IP addresses, surveillance footage, every small detail slowly building a picture of the man behind the crimes, until finally, everything pointed to one name, Philip Markoff, a man who had everything to lose, yet still chose to walk down a path that would destroy not only his own life, but the lives of others. And when police moved in to arrest him, there was no dramatic chase, no resistance, just the quiet end of a carefully hidden secret. But even after his arrest, the mystery didn't fully end, because questions still remained. Why would someone with such a promising future risk everything for something so senseless? Was it obsession? Was it control? Or was it something even darker that no one could fully understand? And as the case gained national attention, the media gave him a name that would stick forever, the Craigslist Killer, a title that turned a simple website into something far more sinister in the eyes of the public, making people question the safety of online interactions, making them realize how easily trust could be manipulated, how quickly a normal situation could turn into a nightmare. And even today, the story serves as a chilling reminder that danger doesn't always look dangerous. Sometimes it looks normal, polite, educated, someone you would never think twice about, someone who could walk past you on the street and you wouldn't even notice. And that's what makes this case so unsettling. Not just what happened, but how easily it happened, how quietly it unfolded, and how a single decision,
A single meeting arranged online can change everything in an instant, leaving behind a story that continues to haunt anyone who hears it. A story that proves that sometimes the scariest things aren't the ones hiding in the dark, but the ones hiding in plain sight.